Hey, what's up guys, Napper here, and today we're going to be talking about how Thanos had control over the gaming industry, and with one little snap, all of CSGO just vanished. Nobody plays it anymore. CSGO didn't just die.
It was murdered.
When I was 12, I was the cringiest CSGO kid. I'd brag about my skins and scream at people in competitive, and worst of all, I was Silver 1. I'm pretty sure I still am, but God knows, I barely play the game, and when I do, I play it with friends for fun. So that basically means the game is dead, right? Well, no you fucking brainlet. Just because your favourite Call of Duty YouTuber isn't open 3,000 cases daily doesn't mean the game is dead. Today, I'm going to explain why CSGO has seemed to take a nosedive off the face of the earth. I believe there has been 3 reasons why CSGO seems to have vanished. The first reason being the reveal of the shady people running CSGO gambling sites. H3H3's video demolished Valve's trading system, revealing the slot machine-esque gambling within CSGO. As this was revealed, many investors left companies. This meant that a lot of advertisers also left, and overall CSGO didn't get as much coverage throughout the media. YouTubers who previously owned gambling sites stopped endorsing the game, as they only played that so their young fanbase would spend money on their sites. And I know from personal experience that this actually works. I spent quite a lot of money on some gambling and trade sites, and some really stupid and horrible shit happened. I joined a trade site where people could show their inventories and request trades. And present day I have the understanding that if you have something expensive you shouldn't really show it off to people you don't trust. But I still did anyway because I was 12. Basically what happened was I spent loads of money and then I got my account hacked, and instead of reporting it, what happened was I just spent more money on gambling sites hoping that I'd get some stuff, and I did eventually get some stuff, but I poured so much money into the game. And I feel really bad for it now because it wasn't exactly my money, it was my parents' money, and it's not like I make my own money. I don't have a job. I can try and get monetization on my videos, but I just said the word faggot, I think, so that's not the best thing in the world for it. But as soon as people found out about all of this stuff, they were just like, you know what, this game isn't worth it anymore. Investors left, and then the game got less exposure, and like more people who were playing the game just for the cosmetics like skins and stuff, they started leaving. I remember I was in high school and people were talking about all these skins that people had, and they were talking about all the economy and stuff, and they didn't really have any idea what it was, but they still tried to get into the game just because of the cool skins and tried to sell it and tried to make profit from it. I think that's a really bad way to play CSGO, and some really terrible things have happened recently that I'm going to talk about at the end of the video due to this stuff that's happening, and it's really affected people's mental health and the way people act in the real world. The second reason was censorship. YouTube began to crash and burn with its censorship and TOS issues when the game became popular in like 2016, because lots of people like Leafy and that were talking about their topics of, you know, biggest gay man sings about gay things on gay song part 2. And they'd have CSGO surf gameplay, and what would happen is they'd start taking away CSGO because, you know, when you think about it, CSGO is a game about terrorists and guns, so the YouTube algorithm does not agree with the game in any way. And also, I also believe drama with advertisers and gambling sites also affected the way YouTube promoted CSGO. Like Shane Dawson says with the word conspiracy, I believe that, you know, terrorist is going to be blacklisted because, I don't know about you, but I don't want to watch terrorist videos unless it's something like, there's been a terrorist attack here, don't go there. Although, you know, there are some people who go to things that they shouldn't, like Joe Weller goes to haunted mansions. He should go to a terrorist attack. Maybe he should go into a school shooting and be one who's shot. Maybe that's something that should happen because his content's terrible. But that's my opinion. But anyway, so basically the content could be amazing, but nobody would see any of the CSGO stuff because YouTube hates you if you post anything CSGO because it's got terrorists in it. So the game would get very little exposure to new audiences, so it means people are saying the game's dead when realistically it's not dead, but it's just you're not seeing it as much on YouTube.
Fuck you! I hate all of you!
Now I personally believe that the third reason for the decline of CSGO was something that is quite a far reach for some people. Don't take this on if it's too hard for you, but I think that new games came out. Now, this may be something new to you guys, but new games come out all the time, and what happens is people play those new games because they're new, and they have new concepts, and they're growing concepts, and it doesn't matter the quality of the game, people will latch onto something that's popular and new. We saw this with the beloved game PUBG that I've made a video about. Go watch it. It'll be in the recommended, hopefully. But YouTube should work like that. If it's not, then there'll be a link in the description. But PUBG, lots of CSGO people came on and played PUBG. PUBG became the top selling game on Steam. Now I'm not saying that PUBG is better than CSGO. I'm just saying that it became more popular. But the thing is, nobody just stopped playing CSGO. People went back and played more CSGO. I mean, like, it's something that you always come back to, and I think that's really important for CSGO as a game. As new games became popular, CSGO kind of faded away, but it was never forgotten. People would always come back to it. Just for one game, maybe. It was always there, always being played, but it wasn't given the limelight it deserves. It's been there for a lot of people and has spawned many creators. Now I'm going to go into quite a sensitive subject, so if you don't want to watch this part, then just skip to the end. Thank you for watching. This has been a video about CSGO. Now I'm going to talk about something that's happened very recently that's quite sad about the whole CSGO skin drama, and something that happened with a YouTuber. This morning we found out that McSkillet had died, and that was a massive thing for me to hear, because when I started playing CSGO, McSkillet was very popular within the skin community. But people are saying that he just died, but not everybody knows the full details. So the story of McSkillet was he was a influencer of the skin market and trading market, and he owned a gambling site and some of that stuff, and he was an investor, and he had an inventory roughly around 700k's worth. When Valve found out that he had all of this stuff going on, they locked his account, which led him to become troubled with his mental health, and this led to last night him in his McLaren supercar driving at 100 miles per hour into oncoming traffic, which killed 2 innocent people and injured 8. Now, this is a really horrible thing to talk about because it shouldn't have happened, but all of these money-making schemes created by CSGO have led to this death and led to this well-being of this person being put at harm, and because he was torn away from himself and being put into this moneymaker's position, he did this. And I don't think that he was actually the type of person who would do that if it wasn't down to his mental health. He seemed like a really nice person, but once he'd been corrupted by this money, as soon as he lost it, he turned into this person, and 2 innocent people died for what it turned him into. So I think this needs to mark a change in the CSGO community, because CSGO isn't dead. Maybe the skin trading is dead, but what really needs to happen is we need to enjoy the game and not get caught up in all of this drama with the skins and the trading and the gambling, because none of that matters anymore. 3 people have died. 8 people have been injured. We really need to, stop getting into the drama, stop trying to make money, and just enjoy a game that's made by people and updated by people regularly for you guys to be entertained by. They want you to see the skins because this is artwork done by people who are really passionate about it. They don't need to be bought for extortionate amounts or traded for extortionate amount of skins or loads of keys or things. No one needs to make money from this. People just want to get their artwork out there, and it doesn't need to become such a money-making scheme that as soon as that's torn away, that people end their lives and end 2 other people's lives. What McSkillet did was terrible, but this was done to him by the community. This was something that led to him becoming basically corrupt in his own head and doing this. So I'm sorry for bringing a hard topic out today, but this is quite a massive thing that's happened. So see you guys in the next one. Peace.